The public art program was initiated in 2010 upon the completion of the new Farmington Hills City Hall. Every 2 years since then, the Cultural Arts Division has coordinated the exhibit. This year we have over 74 artists represented in the show. We had over 450 artworks to choose from, and we've narrowed it down to about 90 pieces of work. Everyone in this exhibit is from primarily Southeast Michigan. We did have submissions from as far away as India, Brazil, and Morocco. But everyone that ended up in the exhibit is from Michigan, primarily southeastern Michigan.
I have drawn horses my whole entire life, and I started painting maybe 2.5 years ago. This is my first oil painting that I've ever done. And of course my subject was going to be horses, and I snapped this photo on my phone, and this is a subject. So this has taken me about 1.5 years. It's Venetian style painting. It's oil on canvas.
Well, as a art educator, it's very important to have art in public places because art brings joy and life into a community. And we have so many talented artists in Farmington Hills and the surrounding communities, and everything from paintings to ceramics, that it's just a cultural mark in the time that we're at now. We look at pots from the Middle East that are 10,000 years old and know a lot about how they lived and worked and played. And so now in our community, this is how we live and we work and we play.
I consider myself a sculptor, but all the components that you see in this piece are made up of past sculptural items that I've brought together and created kind of a landscape still life. And this is photographed in one shot. It's not photoshopped or anything like that. And I did a lot of bonsai work for several years, and eventually, over quite a period of time, they died, and I started utilizing them as sculptures in my work. Also, labyrinths, I've worked with those for several years now. This is made out of terracotta, and I'm also a beekeeper, so bringing all these different disparate images together into one, what I consider a cohesive unit.
Wonderful to see artists expose. It's beautiful to see that art on the walls in different places. Art is such important for society. It's the voice of the soul, and art make everything beautiful, and it's everlasting. A piece of art will outlast the time. Then art it's very important for humanity, for human spirit. It's expression, it's emotion.
Well, I started off a long time ago doing graffiti artwork, and kind of realized I wanted to take it somewhere where it's going to be more permanent. So I started mixed mediating the acrylic base of the traditional mediums with spray paint, like this. Mixed it with some stencils, some layering, and then just threw on some chalk paint on there to give it that nice, refined, kind of abstract feel, bringing the feel of graffiti art of, urban Detroit and everything to this, to your home or office or wherever.
As the Arts Commission, really our role is to make sure that the arts are part of the daily lives of our community. And there's nothing more part of the daily lives than our city council and the number of people that come in here just to see the amount of art and what it means to our community. Our community has really shown an interest. Every survey says that they really, really want art and new families coming into cities. It's one of the number one things is a vibrant culture and art culture. So it's really important to the city, and having it in the city council building can't be a better place. It's great artwork, really, really high quality artwork, and a great place for it.
This painting was of a program that the Cultural Arts Division did called Kids and Strings. Cecilia Sharp here was a high school student at the time. It's from a photograph I took during the program. And what really touches me about this is I connected with her after I did the painting, and she said this was a pivotal moment in her career where she decided to become a music teacher. So it was really wonderful. It kind of touched me at the moment when this happened, and she met this little boy in the lobby of the Players Barn Theater, and touched her as well. So now she is a music teacher for young children.
Well, I painted this in a drawing and painting class in my sophomore year of high school. I took this photo and I painted it, so it's all original. So it's all acrylic, and I had a lot of fun doing it.
Having an art program like we have through the Arts Commission shows the importance of beauty in a community, and that even on the darkest day you can come in somewhere into City Hall and see these amazing works of art that were created by the people who actually live here, and that makes people want to come be part of it.
My painting is entitled Octopus. It's an octopus. I'm a children's book illustrator, and I really enjoy painting creatures from the coast and the ocean. I grew up on a Christmas tree farm in North Dakota, and when I was a teenager moved to Alaska, and now I vacation with my family on the East Coast at Cape Cod, and I'm really inspired by the flora and fauna of just the ocean and being around the ocean creatures.
So this is a photograph, even though it doesn't look like one. It's actually a greatly overexposed negative. So this is a print. This is the old school darkroom print. And it's a landscape of Lake Michigan, actually, from the UP.
This is an abstract piece. As you can see, I'm mostly concerned with color, and in this one, I'm expressing quiet idea. Quiet colors, not too jarring shapes. So just a nice quiet picture, abstract, expressionist is what I call it.
Arts in schools? Well, arts use so many different parts of your brain in so many ways, three-dimensionally and two-dimensionally, and creativity is such an important thing for the future for the United States and the way that we are going to develop our educational system. So I think the arts have to be in every school.
This piece is an inspiration from the abstract expressionist artists such as Mark Rothko, Sam Gilliam, who back in the 40s, late 40s and 50s were known for their color fields. This is more like a Mark Rothko in that the shapes are similar to what he would use. He used rectangles. However, he often, well, not often, all the time, he liked soft edges. He did not want to see too much delineation between the colors. So anyway, this is it's sort of like a Mark Rothko inspired piece. And then I put the dot in it, to signify where you are at this point in time. And just so happened we were at the art event.
I think it gives everyone an opportunity to see a bunch of different styles, especially bringing, a lot of different artists into this eclectic group. You have everything from realism to abstract to, you have like things that you would see on the street or, anywhere like in downtown Detroit, but you have it here. I think it gives everyone an opportunity to see a very eclectic group of artwork and meet different artists.
I'm Elaine Shaw. This is photography. This is the original photograph that this came from. This is from an abandoned house, a burned down house next to us, near us. And this is actually melted fiberglass sheeting. You can see here, this is the resin that's on the sheeting, and then this is the actual fiberglass underneath. And you can see where the fire melted the resin up to here, and this is the fiberglass that's left. So we miss this. We never see this. So what I did was I took this photograph, and if you can see the leaf here and the piece of grass, this piece is actually this. And this is all what this structure is underneath it. And so if you look here, you can see the same thing at the top, and then it goes all the way over to the other side, which is here. And you can see, in here you can see grass, and these are the whirligigs from whatever tree it is. And there's sand and there's dirt, and this is the melted fiberglass and all the leaves, and it's all Photoshop. All of it is Photoshop. And it's printed on aluminum. That's why it has that luminous to it.
But this happens to be something we've been working on for the last 15 years or so. These are a photograph among many photographs taken in Haiti. And this is on the Artibonite River, which is one of the main rivers that runs through Haiti. And in order to get to the other side of the river, get in the dugout boat here, and he's resting because it's very vigorous work for him, of course. And I asked him if I could take his photograph, and he nodded his head yes, and he simply was resting, and it was really a really wonderful, unique opportunity. Very generous people to let me take their photograph. So I guess I should mention too that this is a part of a larger organization called Haiti Outreach Mission. And what we do is we go to Haiti a couple times a year, and we sell the photographs. We have sold them over the years in a number of different venues, and then the money goes back into the organization. And so we'd like to think that maybe he's seen a little bit of the money that's been raised by selling his photograph.
Sure, both these pieces are mine, and the subject matter is usually natural things, but what I think is most people are interested in is that I make my own pigments. So these are not paints and tubes, they're all plant and mineral pigments. I grind my own pigments and use different medium, and then plants sometimes I'll smush right on the paper. Sometimes I bring the pigment out of them with different techniques. This one was mostly done with ash and natural chalks, along with some different plant material in there as well, and some other kind of, I'm not sure what stone this is, but it's kind of a nice shimmery stone, hard stone that I grind and put in there. This one is a combination of some of those as well, and some clay. This red is a natural clay that I dig. So that's really where I've been exploring in the artwork, is using natural pigments, both plant and mineral.
For one thing, it's a connection to the community. It's showing that the community's alive, it's vibrant, it's creative. There's real people with real ideas here, showing what people are capable of. But it also encourages people to, I don't know, to think about the beauty of life, to think about, I don't know, the complexities of life, the different emotions, the different feelings, the different ideas, expressions. You know, there's a diversity of work, there's a diversity of people, there's a diversity of ideas. And the art really embodies all of that.
If you want more information about the public art program, or you'd like to have your work exhibited in the program, please contact the Cultural Arts Division. 248-473-1848 is our phone number.